We were not outside of, what was happening in the world. And we were all scared and going through this, this cascade of emotions as we all were. And honestly, I can speak certainly for myself here that just being able to work on something, some creative endeavor that was this collaborative was really just such a nice reprieve from the day-to-day, the news checking, the COVID numbers. And it was really, that experience, I think, was probably the best takeaway for me personally, was just being able to focus our attention, at least for a little bit at a time, on this project.
So Ben, the elephant in the room, what's the story, the genesis?
Sure. Well, let's see, just like Nick in the movie, pre-COVID, pre-lockdown, in some relationship turmoil. Are we going to stay together? Should we take a break? Should we break up? A lot of that back and forth, ranging far past months and months before this COVID thing happened. I was going through this whole process of breaking up essentially. And at the same time, just kind of talking to my friends, Steven and Henry, about what I was going through. And I was over there one day, just kind of spilling my guts about, yeah, we're breaking up, but we're still living together. This is so weird. And then, I could see all the lights and gears turning in their minds about, oh, this sounds like a movie. And then, a few days later, I get a text hey, we're thinking about writing a movie about a similar situation as to what you're going through. Would you be comfortable? Would your ex be comfortable? And I was like, heck yeah, that's what I'm in this, that's what I want to do. Turn pain into art.
Kind of living the nightmare.
Yeah. And
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And to add to that too, and Ben can probably speak more on this as well, but we certainly took the real life inspiration and we treated that as a jumping off point. The relationship reflected in the movie is obviously a pretty different dynamic, but we tried to sort of take in sort of the honesty. And
one of the nice things about the script is that there's an ebb and flow of like and dislike for each of the characters.
This was a stressful time for everybody, and we were not our best selves throughout it. And I think that was sort of the kind of marching orders as we kind of actually went in and started scripting it.
And were there any situations that you had in your real life that they wanted to incorporate in the film and you said, I think that's off limits?
I was all for trying to capture just the relatable, universal, bittersweet, sad, happy moments, all the real emotions that I went through in it. The directors, who are also the editors, did such an incredible job at finding the tone and balancing the funny and the sweet and the sad. I can't say enough about that guy right there, and Henry and Claudia, who, we worked with a 5-person crew all in, and mainly it was the 3 of them just doing the whole deal the whole time.
I have to ask, how many takes on the cake?
That's one of my favorite questions. One take. And actually, there's 2 shots there's a couple more shots in the scene, but the moment of her actually putting her face down, we were like, okay, we've got one chance for this. And we shot it as a close-up. And I think Henry was rolling camera, and we had her go in. She did the face smash. And then we were like, okay, freeze. And she actually kept her head, God bless her, in the cake as we ran over to a little bit further away to reframe it and get a wide shot. Allie was just an absolute champ in that scene. And it's honestly one of our favorite moments.